Hello, my dear and lovely Taurus. This is your horoscope for June 2024. Look, where am I? I'm in sunny Cyprus. I thought recording for you the view, and maybe you might meditate, and it will help you to concentrate on a positive energy while you listening for your horoscope for June 2024. Let's begin. Now, for the first half of June, you have Mercury, planet of communication, on 3rd of June, going into your second house of money until mid of June. And Mercury here will give you all sorts of communication, all sorts of thoughts, all sorts of ideas, how to earn more. Maybe you might be thinking, for the first half of June, while Mercury is transiting your second house of money, what kind of resources, second resources, or additional resources to get in order to earn more money, or what you want to change. Or if for some of you guys, maybe it's not about money, it might be about values. Second house is actually what we value, and it might be love, it might be family, or it might be relationships, and you might be thinking quite a lot about relationships and what you value in general in your life. Like, is it a family? Is it maybe you? Or is it money? Anything, from here. And also, most of June, like for the most of part of June, we have Jupiter, planet of luck and expansion, now transiting your second house, planet, house of money. How lucky you are, my dear Taurus, making amazing aspect with Pluto, planet of transformation, that is currently transiting your 10th house of career, house of social status. 10th house is about like what we want to achieve in this lifetime, where we see ourselves at our highest point of life. And Jupiter, which is in your second house of money, suggesting actually it might be giving you all sorts of situations and happy opportunities to earn more, and also to raise your reputation, to make it heavier, to make it reputable, and Neptune, that is transiting your house of friendships and hopes and wishes, 11th house, and Neptune is all about magic, all about imagination, and it's and planet of dreams as well, and planet of illusions. Will be making amazing angle to both of those planets, and Jupiter and Pluto, from your 11th house. So whatever you wish for yourself in terms of your career, and in terms of how much you want to earn, how much you want to possess, like material possessions, as second house rules, like house, real estate, or car, or anything valuable, for the most part of June, these topics will be some sort of like a background topics for you, that you might be a lot thinking around. And it's a happy, these planets are making like a very friendly angles to each other. They are sending very friendly arrows to each other, meaning that you will have a lot of opportunities, a lot of thoughts, that will lead for your growth as well, in all these areas and all these topics. On 6th of June, we have new moon in your house of money, my dear Taurus. You see how your second house, earning house, financial house, is lit up almost for most of June, like first half of June for sure. And there's new moon in your second house that will, be together, conjunct your ruler, Venus, planet of beauty and money, planet of love as well, at 16 degrees, meaning those who are born near and around 7th of May, plus or minus 5 days, will see the effects of this new moon directly in their lives. Now, new moons, and any full moons, any new moons, they act 5 days before and 5 days after. So give it 10 days around 6th of June, meaning from 2nd of June until 12th of June, to bring the stories, to bring the news into your life. And that new moon will be, met by harsh angle from Saturn, planet of discipline, planet of age, and planet of restrictions and responsibilities, that is transiting currently your house of friendships, house of wishes and hopes, making it smaller. You might have been like, a bit of living a life of let's say, communicating with your friends less, or Saturn is somehow making it less, making it restrictive in some sort. Maybe your friends moved somewhere else, or you moved somewhere else, and maybe something's happening in their lives, like they're getting married or they're busy with something else, and or maybe it's vice versa, you who's busy with all these things, and it might suggest that you are having less kind of interaction with your, let's say, friends, and in general, like social clubs. Anyhow, the Saturn making a harsh angle to new moon in your that is appearing in your financial house, suggests that you're having, for example, something new, valuable in your life, be it a person or a thing or a situation or an interest, some sort of new interest you are having in life, and but your social circle, your friendships, like your friends and social clubs, your community surrounding you, it's not somehow approving it, or not necessarily approving, but some sort of conflicting, or maybe you won't have time, like, for your community because of your new interests, like that you value right now, because second house is all about what we value in life. And also it's about material possessions, expensive gifts. Now here, someone, some of you guys might receive amazing gifts, especially considering that this new moon is conjunct Venus, planet of all beauty and beautiful things and love and indulgence, and it's your ruler. That is right now transiting your second house too, house of money. You might receive something very valuable and just be careful that your friends might get jealous. And Saturn in general rules your ninth house in your natal chart. Now, ninth house is all about foreign. It might be that your friends are far from you, or those friends who are far from you might be like having some sort of a disagreement with you on your, like, let's say, about your money or on your earnings, or about your values, everything related to your second house. Or it might be for some of you guys about new job, because second house is your house of earning money. You might receive a new job offer, especially those who are born around 7th of May, sorry. And you might get new job offers, or maybe promotion at work, at your current work, or salary revision, which will be met by, let's say, not welcoming attitude from your friends and colleagues. It might be this way too. And for some of you guys, it might be about all types of resources, let's say food or energy. For those of you who are busy right now in your current stage of life about this kind of things, like how much energy you have, how energetic you can get, and food, also our consumption, second house. It might be that, for example, you've had a wish, let's say, something very dear to your heart, something that you've wanted for a long time, and because you are changing, let's say, your way of life, let's say what you eat, or maybe let's say you moved somewhere and the food that you used to eat, it's not there anymore, or let's say energy wise, how you used to get energized, get more energy, be energetic, it's not the same anymore. Because of that, you might, let's say, have less chances of what you wanted to achieve actually, and you've come to realize it. Does it make sense? My dear Taurus? Anyhow, maybe some of you guys in that part of your life, so that you needed to listen to this, and don't worry, it's just the universe is giving you some signals. I really suggest you just wait a bit and do not rush with decisions, and everything will be fine. Anyhow, Venus is on your side, conjunct this new moon. It will be supporting you as your ruler, my dear Taurus. Now, let's see what Mars is doing. And Mars, my dear Taurus, is already hurried to help you here. Mars is moving into your sign, into your first house on 9th of June. When Mars is in our sign, we are very energetic, we are very full of energy, we want to do a lot of things, we suddenly get so much active. You might start doing sport, let's say, sport activities, or you might go back to those physical activities that you've been doing before, and you might take up new sorts of physical activities. Mars in our first house, it's amazing placement because it gives us that energy to go and get our dreams, go after our dreams, and finally to achieve things in life. And Mars here, it's amazing in your first house, but right after it, enters your first house, my dear Taurus, it will be, let's say, in a disagreement with Pluto, planet of transformation, which is currently transiting your 10th house. Now, when Mars and Pluto argue, this is always a bit of explosive kind of energy. And here I would suggest you, like, from starting from 9th of June until end of June, practice meditation, and keep track of your, let's say, thoughts and behavior and words and energy, because this is really, as I said, a bit of an explosive energy between Mars and Pluto, especially considering that Pluto is a natural ruler of your house of marriage, of a house of those people that, like, committed relationship, whether it's in business or it's in a personal life. So wives and husband or business partners. So you should, check what is right now at your, situation, and it might be related to those people. You might be some sort of having a bit of a more disagreements with your loved one, with your husband or wife, or with your business partner, in terms of where you stand in this relationship, in terms of what's your status, what's your social status, between you two, how you portray this relationship between you two into the world. And it doesn't matter if it's business or if it's a marriage. Just, think about your own situation. So it seems like this Mars and Pluto, disagreement from 9th of June start until end of June, will suggest also this kind of topics, let's say. Now, second half of June, Venus, your ruler, and Mercury together, Mercury, planet of communication and signing contracts, on 17th of June will move into your third house, house of communication. Now, second half of June might, will get much, much busier for you. And it will get much funnier, let's say, because third house rules short distance travels. You might be traveling also around this date, 17th of June, when Venus and Mercury together will move into your third house. And on 20th of June, Sun, giver of life, also moves into your third house. So your attention is switching into your, to your inner circle, kinda, because third house is all about people that we talk every day, people that we see every day, for example, your neighbors or your siblings, let's say. And if you haven't, let's say, spoken or communicated with your sibling for a long time, this will be the time when they will contact you, reach you out, or you will reach out to them, and around 17th and 20th June, also there is a possibility that you will travel somewhere very, like, let's say, short distance, or you might take up a new course, new sorts of skills, training, because third house rules all sorts of new short-term courses. Maybe it's AI courses or driving license. Let's say you will start learning how to drive, or if you've been doing so, around this date might be the the time when you will get certificate that you've, let's say, finished some sort of courses, especially like skills upgrade courses. And plus, 20th of June, we have summer solstice. That's an amazing news. Summer solstice, it's, when we have the longest daylight in the year. That is an amazing day. So do something fun, especially, it's happening in your third house. And third house is, all about fun and all about what we can do and create by hands. And you, my guys, my dear Tauruses, you are very talented and capable of, using your hands to create something new. Maybe sewing, or maybe, I don't know, anything like creating, drawing, all sorts of crafts, let's say. Now, June will finish up by full moon on 22nd of June in your house of travel, in your house of all international. And that full moon will be also met by harsh angle, but this time from Neptune, planet of imagination and planet of magic. Neptune is an illusion planet, let's say. And it will be transiting your house of friendships and social circle, and the house of big achievements and your wishes and dreams. And considering this full moon is happening in your ninth house, those of you who are studying, you might be taking up some exams and closing it, let's say, but somehow it might be quite confusing, let's say, maybe the results, or maybe itself the exam and some questions there. or some things around the topics of the exam might be actually confusing, and you might be taking up again that exam next year, and in general, like this exam might have a lot of confusion, maybe not, let's say, clear questions and answers, and but then still, full moon is all about closure. It seems like you will pass that exam. It's all about results, or it's something, putting attention on. So it might bring something or some situation or some person that you need to pay attention to. Those of you also who are like just started studying or want to study, also this full moon might bring a conclusion to the situation of your applications for universities, for colleges, and it might bring you actually news around that. Now, ruler of the full moon will be in your house of friendships. You see how this your house, friendship house, and the house of communities, house of social circle is lit up. It seems like it might be also be connected to what you wish in life in general, because 11th house is all about our wishes and dreams and what we want. It's a future house, and the house of internet as well. You might be taking up that exam online, seems like. In general, at this full moon, Pluto will rush to help you. Pluto is the planet of transformation that is transiting your house of career and social status. And Pluto will be making amazing support to that Neptune that is making harsh angle to full moon. But Pluto here will try to soften Neptune's effect, to make it more clear, more stable, to help you out, to see the situation, to, figure out the situation. Because around this full moon, with Neptune communicating that full moon in a negative way, it seems like some things might not be clear, and it might be confusing a lot. But Pluto, communicating Neptune, it might lessen that confusion effect, and it might give you actually a clear picture of the situation, some sort of help to you, especially about your status or career, or like career aspirations. Or it might be for some of you about your father's life. Maybe your father is immigrating somewhere and it might be helping you. Pluto will be helping you on that, about his documents, about his situation, or about his reputation, at work. It might be about, in general, about his life and his social status and his career aspiration if it's not yours. Now, for some of you, ninth house, I'm thinking that it's also immigration house, as I said. You might be immigrating, and this full moon will bring you this immigration finally. And it seems like that, again here, because of Neptune, some things might be confusing, especially the documents. If you're applying for those immigration papers like visas or citizenship or residence permits, anything related to travel and immigration process. Some things, maybe procedures, might be confusing, or a person that you're going to meet around this date, like 22nd of June, plus or minus 5 days. You might meet some person who will try to explain stuff about this travel and immigration to another country or citizenship, but that attempt will be somehow confusing anyhow to you. Or some of you might finally immigrate somewhere, and if your documents are fine, if you've been applying and everything is fine, you might finally receive those papers, like a residence permit or visa or citizenship, or actually buy a ticket and go already, to the country of dream. Now, ninth house is also a house of publishing. Let's say those of you who are writers, writing a book or an article, or researchers, researching something, this full moon will give you opportunity, about this work, like writing or article or research that you've been doing, finish line. It might give you final kind of maybe communication with publishing house or editor. And again, because of this Neptune, I would suggest you go through your work with your editor or that publishing, house. Some terms in that contract and publishing might not be clear, let's say, and might be confusing. So I would suggest you to go through a couple of times, because Pluto suggests that to make effort, and he will deliver. He will try to help you out to make it more clear. whatever is the stage. Maybe you're publishing, or you're just writing, or you already just contacted your first publishing house, or you're working with editor. No matter what is the stage of around this topic, but those of you who are busy with this kind of thing, then I really suggest to go through again. Ninth house is also about legal processes. Now, if you're involved in some sort of case, or you're just following, it doesn't matter, then this full moon might bring final decision, final ruling on that case. And again, that decision might be also will come with a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, and might be even a lot of dubious decisions. And you might not quite understand why the decision is so. But anyhow, if you will, let's say, take a closer look, as Pluto suggests, from your 10th house, then it might get more clear to you. And last word about travel. It seems like you, for example, you wanted to travel, and this full moon will bring you that travel destination. But it seems like it won't be as you expected, like the place itself, or the travel itself, or maybe just the, let's say, plane itself. Some things will not be as you expected around this thing if you travel, and it seems like you will travel around 26th of June, my dear Taurus. This was your horoscope for June. Stay tuned for July, and make sure to check your rising sign and moon sign too, because those are important and will give you fuller picture of the month. Each person consists of 3 signs, not only our sun sign. So make sure to check your rising and moon sign, my dear Taurus. Love you all. Bye bye.